Okay, so let's see. Let's see. And it is not showing what I wanted to show. Okay, technology is not on my side today, and that's okay. Okay, it's been such a long time since I done a live at lunch, so we're a little bit behind time. But, let's get started. Okay, let's get the ball rolling. I'm only gonna be on for maybe about 15, 20 minutes, depending on how many of you guys join in and comment, because I can see your comments, but I cannot comment back, like type. So, welcome, you beautiful fellow Melanin Mogul Mamas. I am thrilled that you are here today for my special live at lunch. Okay, the price is the price. And this is about profitable pricing as a Melanin Mogul Mama. Okay. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Stephanie H., your Stressless Business Strategist, and I'm here to help you thrive in business and in motherhood. Now, as mompreneurs, we understand the importance of setting the right price for our products or services, but have you ever found yourself unsure, like, I don't know, about your price for your offerings? Perhaps you have even turned to your audience for help, seeking their input on what they believe is what we call a fair price. Well, today we're going to explore the implications of relying solely on your audience's feedback when it comes to pricing and the data you need to properly price your offer. Now, we all know that pricing can be a very critical aspect of our businesses. And I'm glad you're here to learn more, to listen to my insights and to hear some different ways that we can change your pricing structure. Sierra, thank you so much for joining us. Now, let's start by addressing the big, beautiful elephant in the room. While asking your audience for pricing advice might not always be the best approach. So, throughout our time together today, I'll share potential pitfalls and shed light on the importance of striking a balance between customer input and your own expertise. Because you're the expert. You know your business better than anyone else. You know yourself better than anyone else. And you're the best person to come up with the actual pricing for your offerings. Now, I remember way back in the Disney day, I asked my followers on social media to suggest a price for a new service. Now, while my intentions were good, it led to conflicting opinions. It would create a lot of confusion because people were giving prices, but I didn't pick one. And it led to them ultimately undervaluing my offering. Now, I know you can relate. It's crucial to remember that our audiences may not fully understand the cost, number one, and the value of our services. Excuse me. They may be driven by their own desire for a bargain, right? Because I know when I go to Target, I know stuff at Target costs like a teeny bit more than what it costs at Walmart, but I'm still looking for the sale, right? And when people are looking for a bargain, that doesn't align with our goal for profitability. So in the past, I've charged $0. and everybody and their mama could get in. You can get in. You can get in. You can get in. You can get service for $0. Then it was like $100, and then I gained some confidence this past year, and I charged $3,500 for my service. Big deal, okay? Big deal. Now, how can you go through that same transition? How can you explore different pricing and be confident in that pricing? And also take your customers' input into consideration while still maintaining your profitable structure. Okay? How, Sway? It starts with understanding the value you bring to the table and having confidence in your expertise. Now, there are some things you do need to do. Do need to conduct market research, analyze your competitors, and evaluate the production costs. They're all vital parts of setting the foundation for your pricing decision. Additionally, effective communication is key. Clearly conveying the value proposition to our audience and educating them on the intricacies of our offerings can help them appreciate the true value and justify the price. I say justify the price like you need to, well, I'm charging thousands because, you know, whatever reason you want to, right? But honestly, you don't have to justify your prices. That's why the title of my live today is The Price is the Price. But if you need to internally justify your pricing, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Now, it's crucial to remember that these individuals, all these people on the internet, they do not have the full context of your journey. They don't know what you went through to get to this point, okay? Now, they'll provide well-intentioned advice based on their own preferences and limited knowledge, which normally does not align with your goal or your vision. It's so crazy to me how we can believe a stranger and whatever they say about our business or the value that we bring to the table, and we accept it and internalize it. That's really not how that works, okay? You are the expert in your business. You know the most about what you need to do with the money that you're earning. So you need to use that as a part of the foundation of your profitable structure. Now, let's discuss a few strategies for communicating our pricing decisions effectively. How can you articulate the value proposition in a way that resonates with your audience? Excuse me, y'all. Storytelling. Okay, I'm working on it. Storytelling is the bee's knees. It's a good way to share anecdotes, highlights, benefits, transformations of your services, and addressing pain points. They all help your customer understand the value and see beyond the price tag. I keep seeing this same reel over and over that says, never make a point without telling a story, and never tell a story without making a point. When you're thinking about articulating the value of your service, use that quote as a reminder when you're working through your messaging, when you're working to articulate your value to your audience. Now, transparency goes a long way. Being open about the behind the scenes process, the quality of materials, and the time and effort invested in crafting your offers can build trust. So I'm working on my behind the scenes because there is a lot of things that I do behind the scenes, but it is challenging. So I understand when you hear me say all these things that could help you build trust with your audience and help them understand the price of your service. Please believe it's not lost on me. Like I completely understand. Now, an example of somebody who was like super transparent was my girl, the Six Figure Chick. She used to do like these super dope breakdowns in her Instagram stories and also on her Instagram post, which helped me a lot to go ahead and implement some of the things that she was teaching us. Now, I did tell you earlier that I would share the data that you need to establish your profitable pricing for your signature offer. You need 3 pieces of data. That's it. 3. Number 1, you need your profit goal. You need to know beyond a shadow of a doubt how much money you want to make beyond the cost of doing business. How much you want to still be in the bank after you finish paying the business's bills. Okay. The second piece of data you need is the amount of your tangible costs, like supplies, softwares, contractors, your rent. And for me, my current tangible costs are a little less than $1,000 a month. Number 3, which is my favorite part, is intangible costs. The intangible costs include time, skills, sacrifice, convenience, education, and value. And I'm going to break down some different parts of that I just listed. So currently I offer behind the scenes with the Queen VIP experience for $3,500. My skill set has been acquired over the past 20 years, and I've been working on productivity and profit, since I was in high school. And only at 35 did I figure out how to effectively share that as a stressless business strategist. My sacrifice. I'm spending time away from my kids, away from my man, away from my mom. I'm sacrificing being home, watching TV, and being able to relax. Now, this is not complaining. This is to help you and me to recognize what we're giving up to show up for our clients. This will also give you more substance to help you build your confidence to sell at that price, at that profitable price. Convenience. My service is a done for you service. So ultimately, my clients give me the info I need. I go in, I implement systems, boom, it's done. It doesn't get any more convenient than that. And 3, the value I provide to my clients is giving them true time freedom. After their systems are up, all they have to do is show up. They have the freedom to do what they want, when they want, with whoever they want, without worrying about their business falling down around them. This is really helpful for Melanin Mogul Mamas and other solopreneurs who are tired of just working and not living life. Additionally, for my intangible costs, I based it off what I paid for my education. My college degree cost me about $60,000. And I've had other continuing education courses that have provided a financial education foundation that I need to be able to understand finance in the way that I do. So I say that my intangible amount is $5K total. Now, I know what my profit goal is. I know what my tangible costs are. I know what my intangible costs are. And them together help me come up with a price that would in turn make my business profitable and also pay me a livable wage, right? Now, here's some additional words of advice for all you Melanin Mogul Mamas. 1, embrace your worth. Don't undervalue your expertise, your passion, or your unique perspective. Set the prices that reflect the value you provide and never settle for less. I think it was Ashley Kirkwood that I heard say that you can never charge your worth, but your rate is not negotiable. And man, that resonated with me so deeply because I'm just like, if I charge my worth, I only need one client. But that is subjective and that's totally based on me. But my rate for you to work with me, for you to gain access to me, is non-negotiable. Okay? So let that sizzle in your spirit. Remember, profitability is essential for sustainable growth. Y'all gonna get tired of hearing me say sustainable. Sustainable, sustainable, sustainable. Striking a balance between your customer satisfaction and financial stability is the key to long-term success. A lot of us, our customer satisfaction is at an all-time high, but our profit is at 0 or negative. We need to fix that. And number 3, use the data I just shared with you to be your foundation for your pricing structure. Excuse me. With the correct data, you'll be one step closer to running a profitable business. Because I know as mompreneurs, we naturally nurture and we want everybody to be on the same page. We want everybody to experience the same success. And sometimes we sacrifice ourselves. for people to get what they need. And we do that a lot in business. A lot in business. Now, if you're watching this, I want you to really, really, really take this and write it on a sticky note, put it on the wall, write it on your arm. I don't care what you do with where you write it, but put it somewhere where you can see it every day. Because the price is not just a catchy phrase. It is a reminder to revalue yourself and your offerings, believe in your worth, and find that balance and watch your business flourish. A part of what I just shared is how I help other melanin mogul mamas develop their profitable pricing structure while running a profitable, sustainable business as a melanin mogul mama who is raising babies. And I have my live webinar coming up. It is dollars, duties, and delegation. And I would love, love, love to see you in the room. Come on in the room. Yes, come on in the room. There is there's a link in my Facebook bio for you to click and go ahead and register. You can use the code MAMA at checkout to receive a special rate. And I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. And until we meet again, keep shopping for success and be blessed. Love y'all. Thank y'all.